Right, guys, I'm going to be playing this game. I'm going to be playing this game called trying to remember the name, Bodycam. Right, so this laptop is the MSI Radar. It's the GE67HX gaming laptop. It's got the Intel i7 12800 GX GE67HX gaming laptop. Sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate on this thing. I'm doing this. That's MSI Center, so I'm using some stuff in there. Let me just check for drivers. I did update the drivers recently. I don't think there are any drivers that. I hope there's nothing there, because every time a new game seems to come out on NVIDIA now, there's new drivers. Right, so it says you have the latest game ready drivers. Okay, cool. Right, so let me just do this refresh thingy, because obviously I did get new games. I got Dead by Daylight. I did purchase that game. Dead by Daylight. I do have other games that I got. I'm trying to remember. I think it will refresh them. It says 18 games found, but I don't know if it's done anything with them. Anyway, the games aren't gonna show in here, so the games are optimizing. So I think it's done. Right. So the next place I like to go is in here. If I remember correctly, I've overclocked it again. Right, so that's on 2500 megahertz. Wait, what's the third one? Because I know I changed all of these. That's on 2167. Wow, that's really high. And the fourth one's on 1800, right? So number 1 and 5 for the underclocks. I'm going to use 2167 or 2167 megahertz on the GPU. Memory is 8000 megahertz. Voltage is 1100. Here it does say 1081. Temperature is 36 degrees Celsius. I'm not going to touch voltage or the core voltage. I used to do that in the past. I don't do that now. I did explain why. Because I did discover that as long as your laptop can use more power, whatever you want to call it, like as long as your laptop is able to use more more energy, more power, then you don't have, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but it basically, look, go into your settings. I told you guys before, enable experimental features, a GeForce Experience update may be required, blah 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 blah. So mine is already enabled. I don't know, it says restart now. What's this thing? I don't know why it's doing that. I think every time this thing updates, it always does that. Anyway, you come into this thing here, you go to settings, and then you, like I told you, why is it doing this? Okay, it thought I wanted to log into social media. No. Press done, press performance. You need to do your auto tuning in here. I told you. This thing here, this way screen will be off, like it will be on the side. You need to tap on this, and then a little green line will start coming from this section where it says performance tuning. And I told you it takes about 45 minutes. I told you do not move from it, because you need to know what your voltage on your laptop is. The voltage is more important than the GPU, like the overclock. Why I'm able to use this 2167. My laptop can actually go up to 2300. But because I don't want to, I don't want to mess up my laptop. I don't want it to overheat just because I want to I want to play games or whatever. I don't need to push my laptop that high, I don't think so. Right. It says 54 downloads, because a lot of these other ones are actually demos that I was just downloading. I was downloading a lot of demos. I'm probably going to erase these demos at some point. I have to erase them. remove them. The only game I want to test today Sorry, I'm just a bit tired. The only game I want to test today, like I said already, is the one I keep talking about, which is Bodycam. Ah, yeah, you know what? I actually have another game that I want to test. This Diabolical Rogue and Bodycam. Right. So I need to actually add this to my NVIDIA. I'm gonna go to Control Panel. I've got this game is all stasis. I'm sorry if it's bright. This is the control panel. So what you do in here, you go to program settings, and this is where you add games to the program. I should have done this before, but the thing is, like I said, I've got a lot of demos, so I didn't want to go through every demo to add it, because obviously at some point when these games are eventually released, you will not be able to get them onto the. I mean, you won't be able to get these. I don't know why it's saying C. Is any games on C? They're all on D, right? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Why is it going to C for? Because I don't install anything on my main drive. So I'm gonna go to Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, and the game should be in here. So most of these are demos. The only ones I'm interested in is the like this Bodycam thing. So I think I've gone a bit high. Yeah, there it is, Bodycam. You need to select the XE. Once you select it, that's it. And the good thing about this browse thing, it just takes you straight back into where you're coming from. I like to go into binaries. There's nothing here. I won't get anything. Go to Win64. That's Epic Helper, so I like to add that one. Why I'm doing this? Because I bought this game. So I mean, I purchased this on Steam, so obviously I want the game to run properly. So it's just a good idea to come into your NVIDIA thing, this where you add programs. So it recognizes the game that you're trying to load up, obviously. And then hopefully it just works out of the box, because I don't think my laptop will have an issue with this game. So that's Bodycam, and the other one's called Diabolical something. I don't know the name. Yeah, Diabolical Rogue. So I think this one is actually a game that's they said is similar to Doom. You know that what's that game thing called again? The one where you spawn into battle and you just be jumping around, shooting and all that stuff. So from the way I take it, it's a very fun game. And the good thing about it as well is the very fact that when I got this game in mind, I actually wanted to play this on my Steam Deck. That Diabolical Rogue game. The good thing about this is using global settings. My global settings are already set. The way I play all my games is already set, so I do not need to go into there to do anything else. I don't think I need all this because I have this already from the other games. Once you've added certain things, you don't need to keep coming back in here. You understand? You don't need any of this, because all this is just a what you have from previously, isn't it? So you don't need to keep coming back into this thing. This is Redis. I think this is the DX thingy. But I think nowadays all of these do use some sort of thing on them. Right, so that game is added. Dead by Daylight is added. I purchased Dead by Daylight as well. I don't know what other games I bought. I think it was... Okay, Bodycam. Oh, yeah. You know what? There's another game in here, but I don't know the name. I need to look here. I don't know the name. Stasis Bone Totem. You see, some of these games, you don't know the names. And a lot of them on here as well. They're, what you call this? Some of these are actually... This is Stasis too. Right, so some of these games on here as well are demos. So what I'm saying is, when the demo is fully released as a full game and it's been sold, you may not be always able to access the game. So I don't see a point in adding it to my in here basically for no reason. Right, I'm just going to add those 3 games because those are the games that I remember that I purchased. So once you've done that, you just have to click apply. and now those games, those exe files are added to your global. So my global here, if I take you to the top, it says performance, and this one here, it's using the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti laptop GPU. So that's how mine is set. So once that is done, that's it. I've got my controller, but you see, it's at the moment it's not really showing the lights. So I'm going to show you what I do in here. I need to go into this. This is the program that I use. Need to open this program up. I think it's in the background. I need to click start, and you'll see the lights will change, and you see the change to white. It's saying 75% dual sense, connected via USB, and all that stuff. So that is working in the background. What you're looking at, this is GameFast. If you don't know what GameFast is, it's just a program that you see mine uses extreme game mode. It's just basically something that works with your Wi-Fi, enables you to play games and all that stuff, all the good stuff, you know. It's just something that kind of, it'll prioritize gaming over everything else that you're trying to have running in the background. I don't know why this is okay. It wasn't showing up the way it should be showing up. Right. So I am not using the 2560 by 1440p like I told you guys. That's 2K or 4K. I do not know the actual number, but someone did say it was 2K. Then when I was looking around on the internet, there was someone, some of the times they would say it's actually 4K resolution. So whatever the case it may be, I'm not one to judge, but I'm just going to say whatever resolution this is, mine is 25 by 2560 by what you call this? No, this would be too high, because that game's got a lot of shooting in it, isn't it? So I'm gonna put this at 60. So basically the game itself has, right, I want to set everything at the same level. Right, so the game itself is very realistic. Even the guns are very realistic, so it's gonna be loud anyway, so I don't need it to be too loud. I could test Diabolical Rogue. It's a very good game. It's a Doom type game. It's very good, fun, cartoony type. I bought that game in mind for my Steam Deck, basically. And then this Bone Status thingy, that game is good. It's like a platform type game, but it looks really good. It's like a horror, you're in the water type game. It's I think it's good. The one I want to test. Oh yeah. You know what? I forgot something. I purchased Vigor. I've got Vigor. You know, Vigor is now available on Steam. So I now have this game installed on my Steam Deck. Oh wow, I actually forgot to add this one. Right, so let me just quickly go to NVIDIA panel. These are the games I purchased. Everything else that I do have run on my laptop, if it does say 50 downloads, all of those are demos. So there is nothing on my system right now that is, how can I put it? There's nothing on my system right now that is, the ones that I paid for, basically, it's only 4 games, yes? Vigor, Diabolical Rogue. What's this thing saying? Diabolical Rogue. I'm trying to think of the other ones that I actually got. Diabolical Rogue, Dead by Daylight, and Bodycam. So I only purchased 4 games. Why I purchased them? Well, to me, a lot of people are testing it on Steam Deck, and I know those people are not going to go backwards in testing it. But I'm just curious in the game itself, because I'm not getting a lot of people talking much about the game. Like, not a lot of people are talking about it. So I was just wondering to myself, is it a good game or not? I mean, no one's talking about that side, you know? Because, you know, with games, no one's really asking if the game is fantastic. But we all want to know if it's a good game to buy, you know, to purchase. And no one's talking about it. So I just thought, Let me buy the game, see what Bodycam is like, right? So what I like to do in here, I'm going to start this so it can be in my favorites. Going to go into settings, go into properties, and the first thing I'm going to look at is this controller. Then I'm going to select enable Steam input. I'm going to look at the beta stuff. I'm going to look at installed files. I'm going to look at updates, because sometimes in here there may be some stuff in here that is required. Going to go to this. It's actually showing a PlayStation gamepad. It says keyboard, WASD, and mouse. Right, but what I like to do is I like to click on this one. When you come in here, go to community layouts, and you see there's a lot of people here that have been playing this game already. And this says PS5 controller support your modified layout for this game. So I'm using DualSense. So these are for DualSense. These are the DualSense ones. And it says controller support. So there's someone else here, PS5 shooter like COD, more accurate. So this one here and that one. So I don't know which one to select. But this dude here is played 367 hours. The other one's played 450 hours. But I'm going to go with the COD one solely because I don't know if this is going to be good or not. See, it is for the DualSense controller. And what you need to do is click on apply. And once it's applied, you can just view layout. That's the layout. Normally, it'd be a good idea to kind of, what you call this thing. It would be a good idea to kind of, I'm trying to think, to take a picture of the layout. But I'll do that later. Like I said, right now, I just want to see what the game's like, because people say it's lifelike, all that stuff. And I want to see if this game is good. So I'm using a DualSense controller. My laptop's MSI Raider GE67HX gaming laptop. It's got an Intel i7-12800HX. 16 cores, 24 threads, got 8 efficiency cores, 8 performance cores. It's got NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti laptop GPU with 16 gigs of VRAM. It's got 3 terabytes SSD. It's got 2 M.2 slots. In one slot's got the 2280, which is the 1 terabyte. Oh, you know what? The game's playing in the background. I just noticed. Oh, what the hell? What's this thing? Oh, come on, man. Not right now. Lucas and Lou. Next. Okay, let's go to settings. And that's a volume sound effect. So I'm not going to be talking a lot, guys. Oh my God.